the Busta Rhymes rant about he was anti-mask and people wearing masks, and I don't know if you saw it. You saw it. Everybody saw it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I synced it.
You synced it. Okay, good. Synced it. I know you watched it if you said you synced it. Jay Diff, I'm gonna come to you first because you made an interesting point about some of his promo for ELE2. What did you just think of? What did you think about the rant as a whole, bro? Like what? How did it make you feel?
It's just mad, irresponsible, and stupid.
Okay.
Especially coming from somebody that just dropped an album called Extinction Level Event 2 that featured a skeleton head with a mask on. And he talked a whole lot about dropping science, where literally a mask is scientifically proven to help stop the spread of COVID-19.
It reduces the droplet intake.
Yes. It's kind of like, I seen a cool analogy. It was somebody that was wearing pants, and dude was like, so let's say that you're wearing pants and the other person across from you isn't wearing pants and he pees on you. You're going to get a little wet, but it's going to protect you a little bit. So you're essentially the one wearing a mask. Facts. But if both of you are wearing pants and he pees on himself, you're not going to get wet.
Yeah.
So that was the analogy as far as a mask. You know, if you cough or something comes out and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, back to Busta Rhymes. It's just dumb. I mean, I don't understand how he could put himself in a position to talk about dropping science, as I stated before, and have an album cover featuring a mask. And even some of the topics that he was speaking about on his album, you would kind of think that he aligned himself with being responsible in that nature. Even if you don't necessarily agree with it, it's still something that you should practice, or at least not speak about it, especially being in your situation.
I agree with you because if you listen to that album, it's exactly it's all the content.
Yeah.
Like if you go all the way through the whole thing, for the most part, it actually sounds like he's contradicting himself. If you really listen to the album, you know what I mean?
Do you have a ghostwriter, Busta Rhymes?
No, I don't have
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not.
I don't know.
What was but nah, man, Pete Rock, slowly, it ain't slowly, it's been happening, but he turned his page from a whole bunch of dope beats and sharing hip hop stuff to conspiracy theories 100% of the time.
Teddy Riley done the same thing. And
because he was like, 5G is what started the coronavirus.
Oh my God. Stick to making that good what's his genre that he
New Jack
Swing and creating successful music groups, because that's what you're good at.
Teddy, that's what we love you for, brother.
I'm not telling you to shut up and dribble per se. But at least speak from a place where you have facts versus opinions and conspiracies.
Lone, what did you think? You posted it, reshared it. Think about Busta, man. Responsible as hell.
I don't know, man. Yeah, I guess I'm just kind of. I think I'm at the point where I'm kind of over people like being so anti-mask for everything and anti-mask mandates for places and not wanting to get the vax and
take
thinking
my
that,
rights.
Yeah, it's like and feeling like it's some sort of conspiracy to kill everybody and all this stuff. Like if you want to die, just die. Like, I mean, like if you don't want to wear a mask and you're not
taking the vaccine, you're gonna die. And literally everybody mostly have been pumped full of vaccines their whole lives.
True. Most of us, if we ever went to elementary school.
That's why polio ain't out here kicking like it used to.
That's why diphtheria. Shout out to Oregon Trail ain't out here.
I see you. You lost some of them with that. But
my rubella ain't been acting up like.
Yeah. Go ahead, Long.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, there's so many people that are just so anti just for the sake of being anti at this point, and it's turned straight political, and it shouldn't be. Like if you. Like, I don't get, like, it's like the whole argument with, like, schools mandating masks and stuff like that. Like, a lot of kids can't get the vaccine that would want it.
If you're under 12.
So why is it a problem to make a kid wear a mask?
You can't breathe.
Like,
we can't see a child smile.
Yeah, it's okay. Like they probably got boogers on their nose and all this stuff anyways. Like, it's like
most of you kids are ugly. So honestly, they need these masks.
This mask actually did a lot of y'all some good, because I know a few people hiding behind that mask. You look all right behind that mask until that mud come down. And then been the main ones that They want to keep their mask off. Now you probably should keep your mask on.
After this is over, you need to keep the mask.
Yeah, some of y'all eye game is real high here, up in here, like he said. But you put a mask
Katana wins.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
For what he's doing, I guess I saw it and I was just like, I wasn't even shocked at this point. I was just kind of like, why? Like, why?
I thought more along the lines.
I don't
of
want a
Terry
mask.
said.
Screw a mask. And it's just like, okay, but masks, like, so many people just don't believe in science. I just don't know what else.
He's dropping science, so that's what he be saying.
Well, he's dropping something.
Say more. How'd it make you feel, man?
I just wondered, why are you this late to being an anti-masker?
Oh.
It is August 2021. Like, honestly, if you was going to be anti-masker, you should, like, this should have been you could have used this as part of your rollout. Yeah. You know, I'm thinking about from a marketing standpoint.
You're right.
You know, you could have made the rounds. He could have
tapped into Eminem's fan base.
I'm telling you, you could have been on you could have been on Fox. You could have been on MSNBC.
Right,
you could have been on CNN. You could, and people would have been like, what is this Busta Rhymes talking about? I'm thinking, I just think it was a missed opportunity for him as a part of his album rollout from last year. And I mean, is it irresponsible? Yes, because look, man, I think we talked either last episode or a couple episodes. I know there are a lot of people who just don't know any doctors personally. I'm lucky enough to have some people in my life, friends who I'm close to, who I could ask questions to and like debunk the things that are being sent around as email forwards from somebody's racist grandmother. You know what I'm saying? And
that's right. What you just said is real.
There are people who don't have
their Facebook memes now.
Yeah, like, or you know, when people say, "Oh, I want to do some research," your only research is you looking on Facebook or Instagram, but people who already agree with your lifestyle or whatever choice you've already decided to make. You're not actually. If you wanted to do the research, you could do the research. The information is out there, but you I don't know what's in it. You know what? You can look up what's in it. They're not hiding that from people.
You don't know what's in your Mountain Dew that you drink every day either.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's in a quarter pounder with cheese. I'm hoping it's meat and cheese, but we just don't know at this point.
That mug don't expire if you
just think about it. When you give your kids Flintstone vitamins, your Flintstone vitamins are not FDA approved.
But you're giving them little Jimmy.
And we
with his mac and cheese.
We used to chew them
up. All you women out here been rocking that flat tummy tea, trying to get right for All-Star Weekend.
Nobody.
Yeah, the FDA does not any supplement that you buy from GNC.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm serious. I take my elderberry and my garlic and all that, trying to I'm not just saying I do, like I said, my physical activity, my diet, those things have changed, taking my vitamins, I'm put on an all front to keep from getting sick out here. Yeah. But you know what? None of those vitamins I get from GNC or anywhere else where you would buy vitamins, none of that is FDA approved. And now the vaccine is FDA approved. Now people are like, I don't know, y'all trust the FDA? just say, I'd rather you just be like, man,
I ain't getting it.
I'm not getting it. I don't want to get it. I'd rather you just be honest.
No, for sure.
Than to keep making excuses for why, or like, I'd rather somebody just say, you know what, and this is what a lot of people's reasoning is. I'm scared of needles. I remember I don't want to get a shot.
Yeah.
I'm scared of needles. There's a lot of people. That's what it is.
That might be what it is, but if they put it in pill form, they still won't do it.
They could look
unless they call it a Percocet.
Wow.
They could look. I tell you, they could put it in Casamigos and people still wouldn't get it. So
man, that's tough.
I mean, I know somebody that was afraid of needles. My lady was, and I went with her. She made it through it.
Yeah,
because I mean that's traumatic. Like, you think about, if you can remember any time you might have had to get a shot or something, when you were a little kid.
Yeah.
That's a traumatic thing, and it's a traumatic thing for parents to see, their child, get a shot, and they might cry behind it. You know what I'm saying? So
but what's worse, seeing them get the shot or seeing them
on a ventilator?
Hooked to a ventilator, or have the whatever the thing contraption is they stick down their throat and open it all up. And
you see Jesse Jackson and his wife, they're older. They both went to the hospital. Still in the hospital.
No, I mean, the thing is, if you're older and you're immune compromised, you still have to be careful out here.
No.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not around elderly people or little children. Okay, so I'm not saying that I'm not careful. Like I said, when I go to the grocery store, it's not mandated anymore, but I still wear a mask.
Yeah, I do too.
Because I don't know where everybody in the grocery store has been. That's why I didn't go, like I said, unless you have a check for me, I'm not showing up. And that's no disrespect to anybody, but like I'm not taking these kind of chances if I'm not getting paid.
I heard that.
So, I'm still exercising a certain level of caution, and I think it's irresponsible to tell people that no, you should just do you.
Yeah, like the phrase that you always hear is, he actually said it during his rant. We outside. Everybody wants to say we back outside. We outside, and I'm like, okay, that sounds good, and we've been through so much over the past it's going year and a half, going on 2 years. It'll be before you know it, and it's like we outside, but I still like there's still to me there's still a vibe of caution to me. Like I wear my mask everywhere I go. There's still a vibe of caution, even with adjustments and things that have changed. Like to me, it's still there. It's not there for everybody. Like all them people that was cheering and stuff when he was talking, it sounded like they was good, rolling loud. Like people was just out. But to me, I still don't feel quite like that yet. Well,
okay.
Look, the Spanish flu.
I know.
The Spanish flu.
I know.
Lasted for 3 years. And they had they had the public's actual cooperation. There weren't all these conspiracy theories going around. And you know what else they didn't have? Interstate air travel.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
we're not out. We're going to really be living with this for at least another year and a half, 2 years.
They also had to read books.
Yeah, they had to read whatever they wanted to know out of books. So.
Well, and also there wasn't this resentment against smart people. Yeah. There's this is the thing
about
the
people that actually know what's going on.
This is the thing about America. There is a resentment in the United States of America. We think that scientists and doctors are trying to ruin our fun. That's how a lot of people move.
Scientists and doctors are liberals.
Yeah, and so
libtards.
So here they are.
Libtards.
So I'm gonna own the libs by by instead of listening to someone who was in school for 12 years, I'm gonna listen to somebody whose favorite movie is The Dukes of Hazzard.
That's long preaching, right?
And not the series, but the movie.
Yeah, like literally, like own it on Blu-ray. Like, man, we just gonna sit down as a family and watch The Dukes of Hazzard.
Go ahead, Long.
Well, that's really kind of what it is. A lot of times I'm not to jump to political spectrum, but a lot of conservative argument points are less around like facts and information, not always, but a lot of times the main point is to own the liberals. And so whatever they can say to own the liberals, it's like, yeah, but I owned you. But it's like, it's so silly because the vaccine and the mask thing isn't a political thing.
It's not.
Or it shouldn't be.
It should.
It is
we've been preaching that the whole time this has been going on, that it shouldn't be political, and it's very ignorant for people to make it political.
But
I'm not trying to see people out here on Instagram voicing their opinion like that and then making another post a couple weeks down the line with in the arms of an angel playing asking for excuse my language, to pray for them because they're sick.
Right.
And please help me. I'm gonna weather this storm and help me get by this because you was out here stupid willy nilly.
Well, that's true.
Raw dog in the air.
He's right though.
But
no, I mean that's the thing.
He's right though.
No, because I've seen it. People are like, yeah, I'm not wearing a mask, and then it's like, please pray for my father who died from COVID. And I'm like, man. He was out here telling people not to wear a mask, know, but like he caught it, and now y'all want prayer. Not that people are not worthy of prayer. I'm just saying the saddest part about what's going on right now is there are people who get on TV and say 2 + 2 is 4, and there's someone who'll come on and be like, nope, 2 + 2 is actually 22. And it was like, well, why would you say that? Because I heard 4 was gay, and that's where we are in America right now.
Hey man,
it really is. Like it's a lot of stupid. Like anything that can be politicized right now is, especially from the right, stuff that shouldn't be just because certain viewpoints are typically on like a left leaning or are
based in science and fact,
based in like even like climate change. Like why are we still discussing this?
Yeah,
like it's a thing. It's happening.
It's literally been in our textbook since we were kids.
Mm-hmm. Like Earth Day didn't used to be political.
Nah.
And it shouldn't be.
It was something everybody had a nice kumbaya about, and wore green shirts with a little recycling triangle on it.
Put cans in a separate bin. That was just us trying to do right. And now it's like, oh, stop ruining our fun.
Hey, Lone actually, low key, I give him credit. He made me pay. You probably don't realize. You made me pay attention to the concept of climate change. Like I heard you talk about it so much, and I'm like, I started to watch certain things and not do meme research, but like actually, pay attention to certain stuff. And I'm like, a lot of stuff Lone was talking about, that mug is really like it's there. Like I give you peace for that. Like you definitely put me on game to that one. So.
Look, for all my comic book heads, we're literally living on Krypton right now. And Jarrell gets on TV in some shape or form every day and says, hey, we'd like the planet not to blow up. And people are like, man, get out of here with that. We trying to enjoy ourselves. We trying to go to this concert.
It's real.
That's Kneel before Zod.
Yeah. So
wow.
Unfortunately, it's real.
All right, man, let's go.
If you've enjoyed this segment of the New Old Heads podcast, make sure you join our live show every Tuesday from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/newoldheads. You can also catch playback of all of our shows on any podcast app and youtube.com/newoldheads network. And go to newoldheads.com/community to join our Discord.